This is Yad. Welcome to my YouTube channel E-commerce and Tech. Again, I'm come again with a video. Okay, so last day we discussed almost a brief about the data types. What are the data types we are using in SQL, something like that. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about constraints and their some characteristics. Okay, so let's go into the video. So what is constraints? So constraints are conditions that a particular column to visualize the data. SQL constraints are used to specify rules for data in a table. It's nothing very simple. So we already discussed about data types, which is used to identify what kind of data, right? So constraints are similar to data type, but here what is we are applying some specific rules. Like for example, if you're taking a school or institution, students are the data type. Okay, consider students are the data type. Okay, and the constraints means every student must wear uniform. Okay, so that's a constraint, so that's something specific rules. Okay, so that's actually a constraint. Okay, so next, the types of constraints in SQL: unique, not null, check, primary key, and foreign key. So these are the constraints which are we used in SQL. Okay, so most of these constraints we can understand from this name also: unique, not null, check. Okay, so take this point as in your mind. Okay, so what is unique? So in this name we can understand unique is a constraint which is assigned to a particular column which cannot accept repeated or duplicate values. Yes, which means the data we are applying is must be unique. So it will not accept repeated or duplicate values. Let's see here an example: age, int, not null, unique. So just leave it about this unique. So it must be unique. Okay, so that's the thing. So next is not null. Not null is a constraint which is assigned to a particular column which cannot be null or which is mandatory. So not null means it should be mandatory. This column cannot be make null. Okay, so this is the example: age into not null. Not null means we must enter the value for the age. So that's the thing here, using not null. So let's check. So with the name also we can understand to check something, like, okay, so check is a constraint which is assigned to a particular column for validations. Validation means to check some conditions. Okay, so check condition is assigned with the condition. If the condition is true, the value get accepted, else rejected. That's only. Okay, if we are assigning a check condition, the value will accept only if the condition is true, else it gets rejected. That's, see here, here's an example: check age greater than or equal to 80. So it will, if we assign a check condition to a column, for that column it will accept only the condition is true. For in this example, this column will accept only the age is greater than or equal to 80. So that's the usage of check condition. So next, primary key. So primary key is a condition which is used to assign to column to identify a record uniquely from the table. Okay, yeah, this is also a constraint which is used to identify a record uniquely from the table. So that's why primary key. So we can have only one primary key in a table. Okay, so that's we are used here. Okay, this is primary key. And foreign key, what is foreign key? Foreign key is nothing. It is a constraint which is used to establish connection between two tables. Okay, the foreign key is used to connect between two tables. Okay, a foreign key is a field in one table that refers to primary key in another table. Okay, which means we already told that foreign key is used to establish connection between two tables. Okay, so to connect between two tables, that must be a relation or anything else between them, that must be a relation. Okay, so that's why here, for a foreign key in a table, it will refers to the primary key in another table. Okay, so that is the relation. Okay, the table with the foreign key is called a child table, and the table with primary is called refer or parent table. So we already, in second point, we told that the foreign key is a field which refers to the primary key in another table. So that is we called foreign key is the child table, and the primary key, the referring table, is the parent table. Okay, so here is the example. You can see these are the two tables which is used to establish connection between these two tables. You can see here, this is a person ID, this is the person ID. So this person ID is used to establish connection between these two tables. So one is foreign key and one is a primary key. So that's only the simple thing. Okay, so what is the difference between primary key and foreign key? Simply here I explained clearly. Okay, it is used to identify records uniquely from the table. From that table we will identify the records uniquely. The foreign key, so we already discussed, it is used to establish connection between two tables. Okay, and here primary key must be unique, foreign key not needed to be unique. Okay, and a primary key cannot be null, and foreign key cannot accept null. Okay, cannot accept null. and a primary key, we can have only one primary key in a table, and in foreign key we can have any number of foreign key in a table. Okay, I hope those who are viewing this video can understand the things about the constraints. Let's see in the next video. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you so much.